Let's try that again, shall we? Without any interruptions. Maybe. Hopefully. Straight! Hi! Long time no see! Let's just forget all about what just happened, okay?
Well, this is a most charming soul.
So twisted, charming, I've got them all.
Very good indeed. My power is yours. Let it serve your desires.
Maybe. I'm still not sure what to even do with most of these souls. We were buying items. You sell the full Forlorn set, which is pretty cool. Also quite heavy. This all says the same. And born of Aldia's obsession with the first sin. The Forlorn lost both their corporeal form and a world to call their own. Now they drift into other worlds, ever in search of a home. Freaking Forlorn. Bothersome, annoying. In general, not fun. Anyway... Myth has been blade, smelt the sword. I might have missed a few of these in regards to reading their description, so if so, I'm sorry. But we're gonna focus on what we haven't read up on just yet, including Gargle Bident, a spear. A two-pronged spear that imitates a weapon mentioned in ancient text. Gargoyles are said to guard castles and forts from ill fortune, and they have appeared in many forms in all the great lands throughout history. Some of them are so meticulously crafted that they look as if they might come to life. They might not come to life, they will come to life. You just have to wait. And most importantly, with statues like these, don't blink. We got the Dragon Rider Halberds. Did I get that one before? Halberd of the Dragon Riders, King Vendrick's Royal Guard, a highly versatile weapon that can slash, sweep and thrust when wielded nimbly, and is also imbued with magic. Demands great skill of the wielder, and thus serve to test the worthiness of those who aspired to join the Dragon Riders. Roaring Halberd from Skeleton Lord Chariot Lance, not my kind of thing. Twin Blade of the Dragon Riders, King Vendrick's Royal Guard. Twin blades are wielded with an unusual technique. This one strikes hard and is very heavy. Demands great skill of the wielder and thus serve to test aspired worthiness. Spotted Whip. Okay, a whip born from the soul of the Demon of Song, covered with strange spots that betray its poisonous effects. The demon's sonorous voice, in stark contrast to its hideous form, is surely intended to lure people close so that it may devour them. It's a dexterity-based weapon. That is awesome. I might actually get this one. And poison? That sounds interesting. Also, I can now wield this, which might be nice. It scales terribly with dexterity, though. Dragon Rider Great Shield. Did I? Yeah, I already did that one. And I can also get spells. Several spells. Homing Soul Mass, Soul Shower from Scorpioness Nashka. Hurls a huge soul mass which splits into smaller souls that rain from above. Requires real talent and is difficult to handle. Only works in certain places and against certain foes. So heavily situational. Sacred Oath by the Soul of Felstad, which makes a whole lot of sense to have that name. An ancient miracle said to have been devised by warriors who once served the god of sun. Provides a temporarily boost to their attack and defense of its caster and all nearby allies. Area of effect buffing, nice. Toxic Mist from the Royal Rat Vanguard. A fringe pyromancy of unknown origin creates a powerful cloud of poison mist. The poison gradually erodes the target's body, inflicting damage all the while. Whoever created this spell did not believe his enemies deserved a swift death. Yeah, the toxic mist is painful. An acid surge from the Royal Red Authority. A fringe pyromancy of unknown origin sprays an equipment eroding acid. Does not directly damage foes, but eats away at their equipment instead. Yet another pyromancy inspired by Pernicunus, whatever. No clue. And Repel by the Giant Lord Soul. Which requires an awful lot of intelligence and faith, by the way. A hex that distorts local space. For a brief moment, no damage can be inflicted. The hexer, Gilea, took no apprentice, and it is unclear how his spells were passed down. It is even possible that hexes originated from another source altogether. Okay, so not too much interesting stuff, but the spotted whip might be interesting. Also, what about the gargle bidents? Strength-based again.
Feeble cursed one.
I might buy the whip from you, but first
Of my spells does not deter.
I want to see what Ornifex has for sale, and if some of these souls somehow overlap. Really, this place is the worst. Absolute worst. Which means I'm gonna attract all the spiders now. You just couldn't stay still, could you? You bothersome, annoying sorcerer. We did drop something nice, maybe. Okay, if you can just die. No, die. Small, 8-legged freak body is difficult to hit. Okay. Peace, quiet, thank you. Hi, Ornifex, sorry.
If you provide a wondrous soul, I will create one thing of your choice.
I'm well
I
aware.
require no payment this time. It is my way of saying thanks.
And I still don't know if I even want to do something like that. Anyway, can we normally buy items? Do you sell anything different? Fire arrows. I could use a few more of those, just in case. They might come in handy, you never know. There we go, 200 fire arrows. That should keep me going for a while. So, let's see. Thorned greatsword from the Looking Glass Knight soul. A great soul forged from the soul of the Looking Glass Knight. Strong attacks, unleashes its latent power. Fearing something wicked, the king fled the castle and never returned. But his warrior, forever true to his command, stands ready to expunge those who would challenge him. Cool. But what kind of latent power? And it's faith-based. For a great sword, I was expecting more strength, but okay. Losinso, we got the Drake Wing Ultra Greatsword from the Guardian Dragon Soul. That's a long name. A sword decorated with Drake wings. Use strong attack to unleash its latent power. The blade of this sword is split into two and is best swung in smashing motions rather than slices. Drakes are likely descendants of the ancient dragons, and although their strength pales in comparison to what is described in legend, to mere humans, they are still mighty beasts. And all of these indeed have a strong attack. That is interesting, but not useful to me. Although this one does scale really well with dexterity. Or it's a B scaling, but it's a great sword, or an ultra great sword even. And they attack way too slow, I believe. Spider Fang. Curved Dragon Greatsword from the Ancient Dragon Soul. A curved greatsword forged from the soul of the Ancient Dragon. In the Age of Ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog, a land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. Wait, is that the same as the intro of Dark Souls 1? I think? Or is that the intro of Dark Souls 2? Not entirely sure. It sounds familiar.
I'm surprised you actually managed to remember that intro cutscene's dialogue. It goes to show how ancient that dragon soul actually is.
Anyway, Spider Silk Butcher's Knife from the Soul of the Rotten. An oddly large butcher's knife. Not just standard weapon, but certainly deadly enough to be utilized as one. Absorbs the HP of foes. Who in their right minds would create such a thing? Perhaps it is not best to dwell on how it was likely used in the past. Quite possibly in a very bloody way. Sacred Chime Hammer, Soul of Velstad. So some of these things indeed overlap. Great Hammer of the Royal Aegis. The power of this hammer's blessing has not faded completely, despite its being exposed to the dark of the undead crypt. Unleash its latent power with a strong attack. Sir Velstad, known as the Royal Aegis, gave himself to the king in both life and death. He was loyal all the way through. Iron King Hammer, Spitfire Spear, from the Guardian Drake Soul. A spear said to have been forged in Elda, contains the power of a great flame which is unleashed in a strong attack. The mysterious Lord Elda secluded himself inside a manor to conduct various experiments. Those invited to the manor disappeared, replaced over time with malformed beasts that roamed its halls. Okay, that sounds cool. Might get that one. Terrible scaling though, E and E on strength and dexterity and C scaling in fire, but... King's Mirror from the Looking Glass Knight Soul. So you either get the Thorn Sword or the Mirror. A great shield created from the soul of the Looking Glass Knight can deflect spells. The Looking Glass at the castle is said to have been a passage to another world. Very cool sounding. Not sure how useful, but it's interesting. Yeah, I'm really not sure. It's most of these things, they look cool, they sound cool, but the usability might be a lot less compared to what I currently got. Like, would this Spitfire Spear be better than the Partisan that I'm using? Maybe on some parts, but I don't know. Anyway, out of all these things, I actually think I'm gonna go for the Spitfire Spear. It is free for me, so yes, let's do that one.
If you find another soul.
I might. If I find more souls. How expensive are these things, by the way? I should have gone for one of these. They were much more expensive, but who cares? Anyway, I got a Spitfire Spear. Awesome.
Come again, if it please you.
If it pleases me, yeah. I'm just gonna H-Feather out of here. Not even gonna bother. Which also means I'm going back to straight sell. I am gonna get myself, if I can get rid of these guys again, and if I won't be invaded, I'm gonna get myself that spotted whip. See if that is anything useful to me. And you dropped an alluring skull. Not sure how useful, but
Well,
and let's buy the spotted whip. Thank you very much. They're quite cheap to buy, but I don't know. Are the spells also... Yeah, only the repel is really expensive.
feeble
Okay,
cursed one.
I just bought something from you. Shut up.
Do you really?
Although I won't be able to properly test these new weapons out, it might be nice to actually do it over here. Not with the hippo. The hippo might be a little bit too dangerous. You, can I target you? Strong attack! Of course, you're standing in water. That is actually terrible. Okay, here we go. It's decent, I guess. You can poke from behind the thing. But, yeah, this... For one small little fireball, it's cool. It takes a bloody large amount of durability. Spitfire Spear at risk already. That's... I don't see that working. No, I don't see that working at all. You're not supposed to use a strong weapon or the strong attack like that, but I don't know. Anyway, spotted whip. Let's see about that one. How do you do? You had no special things, right? Yeah, this one had no special attacks. What is the durability of this thing? 60 is decent, I think. 60 is pretty decent. Okay, that can I empower the whip with magic weapon? So that's magic and poison. Possibly not great against you, but okay, I already underestimate the range terribly. Oi! No, don't you There. Come on, and perfect. Okay, so how long does it take for something like you to be poisoned? Several hits. Could be interesting. Might be nice as a switch, maybe. Like, instead of fully relying on the whip, you just use it as a supplement. Or, when you're facing something strong and bothersome, you just poison them to death. Not sure. Although you also have to take into account, yes, this is a low-level enemy, this is an unupgraded weapon, so maybe if I were to upgrade it, it might be more useful. Maybe. But that also begs the question, what do I need to upgrade a weapon like this? Twinkling Titanite? Let's see, reinforced weapon, where the hell is the spot to whip? It requires petrified dragon bones. Okay. And... okay, I'm not entirely sure what the whole difference between the Twinkling Titanite and the petrified dragon bones are. Because I'm used to it in Dark Souls 1 that some of the special equipment required the Twinkling Titanite, including, I think, the boss weapons, but I'm not entirely sure. And over here is like Chandler's Trident, that's pretty special, just normal Titanite. This thing, Petrified Dragon Bone. A random Hide Lance, sudden Twinkling Titanite, I don't know. I don't know if this would be useful to me. I think I'm just gonna stick to all the stuff that I have, because it works out well for me. And with that out of the way, first I've switched this around. I want my rapier back. We have enough souls for another level, so how much, or do I want to...
Bearer of the curse, until...
How much do we need for another level? Quite a bit, at least 7,000. Let's see if I can quickly solve that issue. One soul of a hero certainly did the trick with 10,000 souls, and I think I still have 7 of those remaining, so I have a lot of souls in stockpile. Anyway, one more vigor level. And that means the rest is gonna go to Melentia, because I need my life gems again. So with my final souls having gone to Melentia for a few more life gems, it is now time to start the end of this journey, slowly, as we begin with the DLCs. And after that, after we've completed all 3 of them, we will end this playthrough by going to the Throne of Want and facing whatever awaits us over there. Plus, any possible hints that you guys might have given me in an episode beforehand, I might do those too before that. So, that means 3 keys in total. We have the Dragon Talon, the Heavy Iron Key, and the Frozen Flower. We first encountered the shrine for the Heavy Iron Key, then the Dragon Talon, and then the Frozen Flower. So I think I'm also going to do them in that order. Which means, right now, it's time to move all the way back into the fiery pits of hell with all the Alone Knights. Adversity befitting a monarch. And visions of despair. It's time to do this. Wherever this is going to lead me. Are you gonna open by yourself? Try key. No, I have to open it myself. Okay. Big freaking metal door. So, I'm going to assume this is gonna be related to a whole lot of fire. Because Old Iron King. Which means I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna be happy with this. But, we're gonna find out. And quite possibly, seeing how these are the DLC and thus the end game, they won't throw a boss right at me at the very instant, right? No. Just in case. I'm so gonna die. Oh, so often. Okay. Is that the Old Iron King's tower? And is that ash or snow? I think ash might be the better fitting term, and also gorgeous view ahead. Are you saying that? Visions of Wretch. Not gorgeous view. Well, okay then. Praise the sun. Yes, indeed. Oh, what is awaiting us here? It's silent. We have a lot of corpses over here. What are you? Can't target you. Okay, what the hell am I looking at? Multiple arms. Huh? Smelter wedge, 6 of them. Okay, what the hell is that? Let's see, smelter wedge. We got 6 of them. Where are they? Right over here. Destroys ashen idol. Okay. An iron wedge forged in this land destroys the ashen idol. The ashen idol is of great consequence to Nadalia, who, having renounced her flesh, entrusts her very being to it. Okay, who is this Nadalia? And also 6 of these things. That means limited amounts. Which also means I might have to be careful about using them too much. And I'm gonna have to walk over a chain to get to the tower. Here. Okay, this is feeling wrong, but my kitty paws will help me through. Right? So we hope. Okay, it is still awfully silent. I'm awaiting my first enemy. It is way too silent. Brume Tower. Well, things have been broken down a little bit and not everything is functioning. Bonfire lit, thank you very much. Let me get that SS back right away. So is this gonna be the entire DLC? Or... there are still several areas remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bonfires in total in this area, but I don't know if this, the Brume Tower, is the entire DLC, or if there might be more. Maybe. Anyway, fun times. Hooray for wheel? Yes. So, again, way too silent. I'm awaiting enemies. Try dashing through. This is a throne. Try lever and then... Joy. Is there a lever here? No. Okay, anything? Oh! You're one of the ashen idols. Okay. Ashen idols are dangerous. This one, this game, with a constant barrage of fire. Do I just stab you in the face with one of these? Here we go. You smell the wedge? Yes. Here we go. Die, please. Did that do the trick? Or are we running into problems right now? Okay, that's slightly disturbing to hear something speak like that. Not sure what it said, but... Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. So this Nadalia entrusted her soul to these ashen idols. Seeing how I have multiple smelter wedges of these things, a small fragment of a soul, I'm gonna get more of these. Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash, who renounced her flesh and wandered Brume Tower. When Nadalia came to this land, the king she sought was no longer there. Dispirited, she forsook her own soul and clung to the heirlooms of the old king. This is only a fragment of a soul and cannot be used in this state. Okay. That's interesting. But also slightly worrying, because it means I indeed have to be careful. Like, you just know, I'm gonna encounter an area with one of these ashen idols. Ooh. Okay, did not expect that, but... Whoops, that could have gotten me killed even. Something ahead and then visions of a ring. Okay. Dexterity ring. Anyway, finishing my train of thought. I can already see it happening. I'm gonna waste all my smelter wedges. And then I need one where it's in a very dangerous area and lots of fire erupting everywhere and I can't get through and yeah. So, gonna have to make choices just like with the fragrant branches of yore. But this time around, they gave me 6 to start with. So I now have 5 remaining. Anyway, dexterity ring. Where, oh where are you? Dexterity ring. Increases dexterity. Who would have guessed? An oddly deformed iron ring increases the dexterity of its wearer. The old Iron King ruled over a great age of iron. The king's power allowed him to mold iron freely, as if he held sway over the forces of life and creation. Okay, that sounds cool. Not really useful, like increasing dexterity. Is that gonna be of any use to me? Maybe when you need to equip a certain weapon and can't do it, because you have too low dexterity, but otherwise... I don't know. Victory ahead, therefore defeat. You can't get on top of the throne, if only. Can you? Like, nah, no jumping. Okay, well, in that case... Time to continue, I guess. To wherever the hell this is going. And it seems like I'm gonna have to drop down. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like that. I should have sat down at the bonfire and rested. Maybe. Old growth balm. Okay, what the hell is that? Old growth balm temporarily increases strength. A balm extracted from a rare plant temporarily increases strength. This special fragrant oil affects the mind, granting a fleeting sense of empowerment. Okay, now that is interesting. Is there something like that too for dexterity in that case, or only for strength? And also... This is a one-way trip down. Thank God for having the Aegis feather, but... That is a quick death. Definitely. Okay, I hear you... I hear one of those things whispering. Okay, that's creepy. That is creepy. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, no, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, boy. Hi. Okay, you... have a decent... Okay, maybe. A single stab of the rapier did not stagger him. A second one did. So... I'm not sure. Also, these things are gonna just pop out of the ash. I hear stuff, don't trust it. Twilight herb, thank you. Gorgeous view. It is a gorgeous view. But I don't like the idea of these things popping out of the ash. I keep wanting to say snow. And a lot of people died here. This seems like true death trap material. Okay, I'm gonna stick to my spear for now. Just in case. And prepare for the worst. Okay, is it only 2 of them? 3 of them. Hi, could you not? Thank you. Okay. Ow, I was out of stamina. Okay. No. You are a little bit bothersome. Okay. No. Come on, come on. Can I get rid of one of you? There we go. Get out of the way. Perfect. Alright. Big boys for sure. I hate how you're hiding in the ash. That means I can't anticipate how many of you there are. How many of you are still awaiting me. And how many traps I am gonna fall into. I need to get stronger. But I can't really get stronger. Because I can't level up my... I could level up my dexterity more, but yeah. Rogue water. But... You're the one that's speaking. Aha. And I think... This sound effects, and seeing how I don't get damaged... is it healing me? No, it sounds similar to the warmth spell. Huh, not sure. Anyway, can you stop whispering, please? Gorgeous view, yes. Anyone else that wants to jump out? No? I'm not gonna like this, am I? Okay. More dropping down, but in this case with a ladder. Great. Okay, do we need to worry about those things here too, or not? Hooray for right. Give me that black weed balm. Try death. No thanks. Shortcut? Maybe, but no thanks. Black weed balm. Temporarily increases intelligence. Okay, interesting. Not useful to me, again, but hey, it's something. Okay. What are we dealing with? And hey, item. Scythe +7. Okay, that's interesting. Anything else? No, doesn't look like it. Still feels unsafe. Okay, well. Prism stones, 10. Yeah, check to see if a drop is deadly or not. I think most of them are gonna be deadly. More of them down there. Not a mimic. This whispering of this ashen idol is bothering me. One Titanite slap, thank you. It's distracting me, that's what it's doing. I'm hearing it in the background and I'm constantly worrying about it. Is there another way down? Possibly by dropping down there, right into the hands of a floating archer with a flaming sword. This is great for me. Absolutely great.
Brume Tower is going to be the biggest challenge the big guy has faced in Dark Souls 2, seeing how we've now reached the end game. Can he survive the heat of the smelter, or will this place be his downfall?